Why did the blonde put lipstick on her forehead? She was trying to make up her mind. Most of us have heard jokes like this, but for me, these jokes mean a little bit more, being that I'm blonde myself. My name is JHluchota and I'm a senior at IU this year. This is my first full semester of online courses, so I'm figuring out how to make balancing a full-time job with homework work. I work at a department store called Carson's, where I manage the cosmetics and accessories departments. It's a lot of hard work to stay on top of everything, but I am determined to finish my general studies degree, so I'm figuring it out. I actually live fairly close to the IU South Bend campus, but I chose to enroll in the online section of this course so it would allow me to have the flexibility to create my own schedule and also accommodates my very unpredictable work schedule, especially going into the holidays. I'm looking forward to improving my public speaking skills this semester with this class and learning other important tips for effective communication. While I don't usually have much trouble speaking in front of people, similar to most, I do have some insecurities. As a manager at Carson's, I'm responsible for leading our opening shift team meeting about 3 times each week. This is always something I am notified of within only about 15 minutes to prepare, so I am fairly experienced with delivering this form of extemporaneous communication. Most likely, because I speak in front of groups multiple times each week, I scored a 73 on the PRP essay assignment, the Personal Report of Public Speaking Anxiety. This score places me in the group with low nerves and anxiety regarding speaking in public. However, personally, I have to admit that this doesn't always actually reflect my level of anxiety. It varies depending on a few factors. Sometimes it's definitely more significant. These factors are the composition of my audience, the environment that I'm in, and the topic that I'm discussing. A few of the items I checked on the PRP essay were: my heart rate speeds up, sometimes my thoughts get mixed up and jumbled while actually giving the speech, and I can feel myself getting more anxious. My biggest insecurity is being perceived as that stereotypical dumb blonde. I am most nervous of proving correct the common assumption that blondes are not to be taken seriously and not intelligent. Because of this, sometimes I tend to overcompensate by using heightened vocabulary, which I have been told by my peers is ultimately received by my audience as condescending and insincere. In order to combat this fear of how I am being perceived, I have found a few things to be helpful for me. First, always be prepared. I make sure to prepare in advance so that I absolutely don't have to whip up the speech on the way there. Second, I know my material. It's reassuring when I have thoroughly researched the topic I am speaking on in order to be able to ad-lib if necessary. This also helps ease my nerves while taking questions at the end of the speech from members of the audience, and it makes it less likely that I'm going to get caught off guard. Last, dressing my best always boosts my self-esteem and gives me that extra confidence I need to present myself in front of my audience without hesitation. In addition to challenging that dumb blonde stereotype, I am also up against dialogue in my head telling myself that I look like a 12-year-old. This is just one more example of an insecurity that I have. If I am successful, I will prove the skeptics wrong and present myself as an intelligent young adult. Overall, I would rate my level of public speaking anxiety as moderate. My goal for this course is to gain skills that will assist me in minimizing my nerves as much as possible. Otherwise, it looks like I'll be calling my hairstylist as soon as possible.